Jesus freak here. Now this one's going to be a bit weird for what you might be used to. This is a 2-liter bottle of A&W root beer, regular root beer, bought in Niagara Falls, New York. And this is a 2-liter bottle of A&W root beer bought in Niagara Falls, Ontario. I believe I bought the Canadian bottle at Zehrs, and I bought the American bottle at Family Dollar. Not really relevant. I have this around to cleanse my palate, so the taste of one doesn't affect the taste of the other. And I'm going to tap out a little bit of each. I'm not going to bother blind tasting any of this. Just going to take it as it is. But I am going to try to minimize the variables. I don't like to have 2 bottles of pop open at the same time, but we'll see. Now, I'm going to make a note of one thing here. If anyone claims, oh, the Canadian formula doesn't use HFCS like the American formula does, you can see the American ingredient label here does say HFCS. So it says sugar, glucose, fructose on the Canadian one. Yeah, the Canadian one does have HFCS in it. So let's see. American one's pretty much what I expect from A&W. You see, the 2 companies haven't been associated with each other in 50 years. Neither of the 2 companies that run the restaurants called A&W. And I can't say, I've never had the Canadian root beer. I've never eaten at either the Canadian or American restaurant. Niagara Falls, New York does have, just opened recently, an A&W downtown. Niagara Falls, Ontario also has an A&W. About a couple blocks up from Walmart. Clear the taste out of my mouth. Yeah, there's a little difference. Not Not really much, if you ask me. They both taste like generic root beer. I mean, like, A&W hires mug. Root beer kind of tastes like root beer to me. I don't really. This one might be a little bit smoother than the Canadian one. It's not really that noticeable of a difference, if you ask me. There's obviously a difference in the formulas. They both advertise neither one of them has caffeine. But the American version says its calorie count's 160 per 12 ounces. The Canadian says 170 for 355 mil. 355 mil is 12 ounces. It's really not as different as people can. Yeah. It's about as different as you can expect for two different brands. Which makes sense. They haven't been connected for 50 years, but it's not as radically different as a lot of people claiming, honestly. It's A&W. It's root beer. Jesus, freak out.